So now we're going to look at the different options you have on the final settings screen. This really dictates what happens when the user has filled all the fields in and answered all the questions. And it also gives you control over certain things like whether or not you show a percentage bar or you show a step 1 of 2 and things like that. And we've also got access to a couple of advanced features. Now, you may or may not have all of the options that I'm going to show you because it does depend on the package of Saaset that you have. There are different levels. So I'm using the ultimate level, which gives me everything possible. So if you don't see an option in yours, then check back with the list of features that are in each version. You'll probably find it's because you don't have that in your edition. So the different options we've got when we finish, we can display a download link, and that's exactly what it says. It will display a link which they can click on to download a file. If you want to put some explanatory text by that, then if we look down here, you will see there's a button called download screen text, and this is where you can put a bit of text in. You can format it all up because this is the WYSIWYG editor. And that will appear, so you have the explanatory text and then the link. Copy to clipboard will take the data. Now this will not work if you've got multiple files. This is if your project is made with a template that's a single file, like a text or an HTML file. And what it will do is it will take the content that's generated and put it on the clipboard ready for the user to paste wherever it is they want to paste it. We can display HTML, and then if you've got more than one file, you select from this list which one it displays the output for. We can convert HTML to PDF. Again, this one works if there is a single HTML file. We can upload the entire contents by FTP, and if we choose this option, you'll see that it gives us a whole bunch more stuff appears here. This basically enables us to put in an FTP host, port number, username, password, and path. Now, if your user is going to give you that information, then you can, if you leave this unticked, this hide credentials, then you can just have the boxes appear and they will appear blank and the user can fill them in. If you can work out these things based on the answers to various tags, you can actually put tags in here. So if you've asked what the host is and into a tag, then you could do something like this, and these tags will be evaluated, and you can put default values in. In the case of one example that I've done where I have a sales page built for them and I host it, I put my details in here and I upload it to a path just for them, and then I hide the credentials, which means they won't see where it's uploading to. It will just do it. And then you've got this option to redirect, provided the FTP is successful, and again you can put a tag in here. So if you had uploading to a particular place, you knew that in the tag, you could do something like this, or maybe that includes the HTTP. You could do something like that, and this box will indicate whether or not to open this link in a new window or in the main window. If you say new window and they have a pop-up blocker, obviously that will prevent it popping up, although most pop-up blockers tell the user that that's what they're doing and give them an opportunity to open it. And then the final one is download and FTP, and that is exactly what it says. It's a combination of the first option here and the FTP option. So this will give them the FTP option, but it will also give them a link to download the files in a zip file format. This is particularly useful if you're giving people like a website and you want to give them the option to upload direct to their site, or you want to give them an instruction on how to take the zip file and upload it using cPanel and then unzip it. So then below there we've got the things that control how everything looks in the project. So font color and type, the style of the button that they see, the input boxes. If they're not default, you can choose to style them, and that is styling them pretty much like these boxes here are styled. So you specify the color and the background color, so we can make that sort of a bluey grey color, something like that. And then we can say that we want a progress bar, and then we might want the word progress above that. And then we can control the color of the progress bar as well. And we can also control the font color. Now, this is a useful one because the percentage appears in the bar. If you just want the bar to move along without showing the percentage, then simply set the font color to exactly the same as the progress bar color, and then that way it will be, in this case, green font on green bar, so it won't show up. This is the background color for the overall project. If you leave that blank, it will make it effectively transparent when you embed it onto a page. This is our download screen text if we want it. And then down here, we've got the option to show the Powered by link. And when the affiliate program launches, you will be able to put your affiliate link in, and then on projects, if you want to, show the Powered by Saaset, and it will be your affiliate link. The domain lock feature will lock a project to a specific domain, or in the case of the Ultimate Edition, you can specify multiple domains. And so what you would do is you take this project, and say this particular project was going on a site that was going on andybrocklehurst.com. Then I would put that domain in there, and if this project then is framed anywhere else, it won't run. What it will do, if it's framed on a site other than this one, it will redirect to whatever URL we put in here, which would normally be like your sales page for the project. The idea being, if someone thinks they're being clever and copies your embed code and then whacks it up on our own site, it won't work. In fact, it will just redirect them to your sales page. Apart from that, we've got the enable save load, which is quite simply what it says. This gives them the option to save and load their project as they go along. And also there is a spinning function in some of the editions, and if we choose that, it will ask what files we want to do spinning in, and that follows the normal spin tax format, which we will explain in a future video. So that's the main options you have in there. Finally, once you've got a project and you want to get it running on a site, if you click the Get Code option, this gives you two pieces of output you can use either. This is an iframe that you can use on an HTML page. You can also use this in WordPress if you like, but I highly recommend, if you're using WordPress, then you use this code and you install the Saaset Frame plugin, which you will find back on your main members area down here. And this plugin, basically you can pop the shortcode in, and it has the added advantage that it does some of the sizing automatically. So it's a little bit more controlled. Certainly is the way to go if you're using WordPress. So that's how we get our project into our member site area, basically by framing it, or in the case of WordPress membership plugins, use the Saaset Frame plugin and use the frame code for WordPress.